y'all doing? Snoozing? Is he getting some milk? Who is this one?
This is Faye.
Hi, Faye.
I like about her that she's so little.
I recently sent an email to the Miniature Dairy Goat Association and basically said I'm probably going to be fired from raising goats because I want to register my herd and haven't for about 5 years. Is it even possible to register them now? As I waited for the email reply, I realized I would have to Google how to tattoo a goat. And then the nice lady responded that yes, it is possible to register my goats even though I had neglected to take the time to do that. I haven't had a need for it until now, but I had a wonderful family buy a couple of my doelings to be used in 4-H, and of course they will want them registered. So I needed to get myself in gear. And if you're in the same boat as me and didn't register your goats promptly, then good news, it's not too late. The Dairy Goat Associations have a great way to keep track of the years a goat was born, and we'll get into that in just a moment. All you have to do is have a good records of your goat herd to know what year and what order your goats were born. If you don't have a good record keeping system, then you'll want to pick this up, My Goat Binder. It will be delivered to your door and can get your records in tip-top shape. In fact, I've added a new bonus with the step-by-step instructions of tattooing a goat, all laid out for you to print out and reference over and over. Okay, before we go on, I want to show you something really exciting. Come on. This little one was born a couple days ago, and this mare here, she is going to have a baby very soon. She's very large. And so anyways, it's spring, new life on the farm, a new little black foal from our good mare Caballo, and that's pretty exciting. Isn't she a beauty? Pretty fancy.
This is some grain.
So what does a goat tattoo even mean? Let's first talk about what it means to register your goats and what a tattoo has to do with that. Like a brand on a horse or a cow, a tattoo in the ear or on the tail web of a goat is the identification of the owner and of the goat and what goat it is. In the right ear of the goat, the farm tattoo is placed, and in the left ear is the letter of the year and the birth order number. These numbers are then used to register the goat and also to identify the goat. So what age do you tattoo a goat? A kid can be tattooed at the time of disbudding and all the way up to adult. Goats can be more manageable and easier to hold the smaller they are, and that can help while you're giving them the tattoo. When the pliers are closed and the tattoo is given, the goat will jerk their head away, but a goat of any age can be tattooed. So where do you tattoo a goat? A tattoo can be given in two places, in the ear or the tail web. Both of these areas are acceptable tattoo areas, and where you give the tattoo may just depend on the breed of goats that you own. For instance, the La Mancha goats don't have ears big enough to tattoo, so the tail web is used for them. When you plan out your tattoo, you will put in the right ear the farm tattoo, and in the left ear the year letter and the birth order number. The Dairy Goat Associations have a letter of the alphabet chosen to represent each year. For instance, the year 2020 is represented by the letter M and the letter N for 2021. Now that we understand all the details about tattooing a goat, it's time to get the supplies gathered. This is what you'll need to tattoo your goat. So you'll need a tattoo pliers. You can buy the tattoo kit that I'll link below. So you'll need tattoo numbers as well, and you may need several sets depending on how many goats you kit each year. Tattoo letters used for the farm tattoo and the letter representing the year born. Green tattoo ink or black for white-skinned goats. A toothbrush used to put the ink on the tips of the letters and the numbers and to push the ink into the tattoo holes. Alcohol used to clean the goat's ears and sterilize the numbers and the letters, and then the pliers as well. And baking soda dries up the ink and sets the tattoo, and gloves. Or you'll be a green Martian. This is a very messy process, so you'll also need some paper and cardboard to practice the tattoo on to make sure that it's in the correct order and facing the correct way. If you have a large number of goats to do, you may find it worth it to get 2 tattoo pliers so that you can leave the farm tattoo in and never have to change it, and then use the other one to change the individual goat's tattoo number. And depending on how many goats you have in a year, you may need to purchase several tattoo numbers to be able to do the double digits. So the yearly goat tattoo numbers can be found in the link that I'll provide below, in case you're wondering in the past if you're like me and need to get things caught up. So I will leave that link below for you to check out. All right, you ready? How to tattoo a goat. So step number 1, you'll want to prepare the tattoo, the letters and the pliers. Step number 2, test the tattoo on a piece of paper or cardboard to make sure it's facing correctly and in the correct order. Step number 3, secure the goat. Have someone hold the goat. Put a kid in a disbudding box. You can tie them down to a fence or put them in a milking stand. But remember, they do jerk. Step number 4. Clean their ear to remove any dirt and wax with the alcohol. They don't like their ears messed with, just remember that as well. Step number 5, pay attention to the veins and the cartilage that run parallel up and down the ear. Place the green or black tattoo ink between the veins and the cartilage with the toothbrush, and make sure there are no moles or scars or freckles that could affect the outcome of the tattoo. And be sure to miss the veins because there could be heavy bleeding and it could botch the tattoo. Step number 6, using the toothbrush, add ink to the tips of the tattoo letters. Paste ink will work better than liquid ink. Just remember that too. Step number 7, be sure that you place your farm tattoo in the right ear and the year letter and birth order number in the left ear. Step number 8, place the tattoo pliers around the ear with the tattoo needles on the inside of the ear. You will want to put it on the ear from the bottom side of the ear, not to the top side, so be sure it's facing correctly. Step number 9, firmly and quickly close the pliers. If they pierce through the ear, carefully pull the ear off. And step number 10, rub more tattoo ink vigorously over the holes for several seconds with your thumb. And step number 11, which is optional, you can rub baking soda onto the ear and ink, and this will just help dry up that ink and may help the tattoo show up easier. Step number 12, write down all your kidding dates, your offspring details, and tattoo numbers in your goat management binder. Once this is all done, you have a tattooed goat ready to be registered. The tattoo will heal in the next 5 to 21 days and shouldn't be touched or disturbed during this time. The tattoo ink will fade over time as well. To read a tattoo, you may need a flashlight held to the back side of the ear, especially on a dark-skinned goat. With all this information, you are ready to tattoo your goats and get them registered. The day that we tattoo our goats, we also dehorn them, we disbud them. And you can see us doing this here. It's kind of a family project, a family thing that we do, but it's important to us to have goats that don't have horns, and we actually believe that this is the most humane way to get rid of horns. And as you can tell here, these kids are happy, they're healthy. This is immediately after they were disbudded, and you can tell they're quite happy and healthy even immediately afterwards. You may notice that they do itch at their heads a little bit right after, but this doesn't last for long, and really, like, this is right afterwards. They came out into the pasture and laid down and took a little nap and enjoyed the sunshine and all the green grass, and truly are well on their way to already healing. We also have these really cool brands. One of them is the 11 quarter circle, which looks like a smiley face, and then this one here is the club. These were family brands that were passed down to us, and we're excited to own them. And the milk here, after milking, right now we are giving it to our calf, and soon we'll be drinking it ourselves. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you in that next video.
Come on, guys. Lead the way, kids.